This is a quick video on how to promote your cleaning service through your messages. Uh, Today we're going to go over 4 simple steps on how to create our messages and how to think about our messages before promoting. And my name is Shane Dubell. Our company is methodcleanbiz.com. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit our website. We have tons of free resources for commercial cleaning services, bidding calculators, PDF downloads, and also tons of videos and articles. Today we're focused on the message part of promoting your cleaning service. And first let me say a simple way to think of your messages is to think of it as a wheel, and the center is your main company message. The main company message is something that is applied to every medium every time. So it wouldn't really matter if you were doing AdWords or a flyer or on your van. This is your main company message that you want to repeat over and over and over again. Generally speaking, it's a very simple concept that people can remember easily. Some examples can be maybe you're the largest in the area, most reviewed. Maybe you're the oldest in the area, oldest company, not person. You're certified. Maybe you want to work off of that training type of angle. And we repeat this over and over again regardless. Now that would be an explicit way to do your main message. You can also imply it. So for instance, for our company, it's methodcleanbiz.com. The main part is the method part. And that's something that's implied. Marketing and sales is all about processes and following processes. There's no one quick gimmick or get rich quick scheme out there. It's a method, it's a process to get to your answers. And that's what a lot of our videos and articles are all about, is just laying out these different processes to get from point A to B to C. So the next section is going to be client segments. And I think this is something that most people understand, that property managers, restaurants, offices, industrial buildings, all of these segments can value different things. So we want to come up with different messages for each one of these. Now, in some cases, you can't really do that. If you're on Google search, or I'm AdWords, doing some kind of paid advertising on Google, well, you can't really pull these people out in most cases, unless you're retargeting. But on a cold advertising, you couldn't really do that. Although in theory, you could rotate them or list them in the ad. So you can do that. So the size of the businesses, the main thing I would say is the large ones is what matters. If you're going after larger buildings, that means you need employees and business infrastructure. So relating that is very important. What helps with the larger buildings is letting them know other large buildings that you've done, so they know that you have the resources and the organization skills to actually do it. So those are client segment sections. So next part is your services, and this is could be commercial cleaning, janitorial, carpet cleaning, all kinds of different specialty niches that people provide. Generally speaking, we want to focus on one at a time, though, and really focus and try to get across the point that we are specialists in each of these things, and not just list, well, I'm good at 20 things, which might be true, but a lot of people don't really that message doesn't really appeal to people, generally speaking. So that's why we're better off to focus on one of these services at a time when communicating to our prospects. Now, that doesn't mean you can't list these other things. It's more that you're going to highlight one of these services, and then maybe you list the other ones maybe in smaller print at the bottom of the page or the bottom of the ad. So that's, we went through the main one, and now client segments, services, and finally platforms. And with platforms, this can change a lot about the type of people that we're marketing to, and it also and how much space you have. That has a big impact on it. I mean, I can tell you just from my own experience that LinkedIn and Facebook, for instance, are completely different. The demographics are completely different. Now sometimes I do share blogs to each of the platforms equally, but I'm not really targeting in that case. That's just like a general message I'm trying to get across. Nowadays, we have so many with the digital platforms in the offline world, and the big thing is going to be the amount of space you have. And stuff like Twitter and Facebook, Instagram, you don't have a lot of space. And in the digital world, we only have like 30 seconds to get our point across. And a lot of times when people are scrolling, you only have 2 or 3 seconds to get your point across. Well, that can be a lot different than, say, a direct mail or a website page where you can get into the details and you have a lot of space and you can add pictures and videos. I mean, that's what I do on a lot of my website pages, is I'll try to put as much as possible. I'll put text, videos, PowerPoints like this. I'll add as much content as possible to give me different opportunities. But when I'm on LinkedIn or on Facebook, I don't I don't have all those opportunities. So that's another factor to take into account, is what platform you're on, and who is the demographic for that platform. What tools can you use for that platform? So my name is Shane Dubell, and our company is methodcleanbiz.com. And today we were just going over how to promote your commercial cleaning business through your messages and how to lay it out. And the simple way is your main message, your company level message, is here in the middle. And then when you're creating an ad or emailing somebody or calling somebody, to take into account the client segments, focus on one service at a time, and to take into account what platform you're using. Whether you're calling somebody or going door to door or doing some kind of digital advertising, this can all change.